Statesmen Nation. We're here with Jenna Santi, junior guard on the women's basketball team out of Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Jenna, I appreciate you coming in. It's kind of messed her up already today. She came in once, I wasn't ready for her, so I feel bad. But second interview of 2018 here, and she's all ready to go. So we're going to talk about a little bit about basketball, a little bit about this. She was in my sport comm class last year, so she knows all about this.
All of it, yeah.
She's totally ready. So, anyway, first and foremost, let's talk about that Grandview game last night. Great win. Obviously, always nice to beat the rival. You guys are, the 11-4 record's no joke. I mean, you guys are really starting to figure it out, and 5-1 in the conference. Just talk, I guess, first off about last night and what worked, and give us a little behind the scenes of there, and then we talk a little bit about the season.
Yeah, our defense last night definitely made a statement. We changed it up, we accommodated, we were talking, we really took it to the next level, and I think that's what really got us to beat Grandview, because it was just a great feeling at the end.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was a game where you guys were you were either always in the lead or there were two ties, but it was really tight. I mean, was there ever a point where, like, all right, did you ever get a little bit too tight in there and think, oh, okay, this could slip away, or were you guys always confident, or what was?
We didn't think it was going to slip away, but we did know the possessions we needed to score. Of course, that gets you as the point guard a little more nervous in a little way, but of course I don't show it.
Yeah.
But we knew that what we had to do, and of course, like I said before, our defense just brought us to that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's rewind a little bit here. Freshman year, you come in, and you're not the starting point guard, but you're coming off the bench and getting some minutes and everything. And then the next year, you're demoted. Mm-hmm. That's the nicest way to put it.
Right.
But down to JV, and with a new coach, and new system, and new opportunity, you fully embrace that chance, and now you're back on the varsity, and you're the starting point guard. Talk a little bit about that roller coaster of emotions. I'm sure it was of emotions, but just roller coaster of that journey of being on, and then wondering, where is your career headed? Should you be, I'm assuming it crossed your mind, should I be playing anymore? And then when you have another chance and taking advantage of it and succeeding.
It was definitely a roller coaster. Last year, I made the best out of my situation, and knowing that there was a new coach, I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it, and I motivated myself in the summer. I cracked down. It was more about proving to myself that I still can do it. Of course, there was thoughts of, like, as I'm a girl, you think, like, why am I good enough, all this stuff, and I just knew that I had to take that next level, pick myself back up. I've always been taught that you get what you earn, and I tried my best, I did my best, and it's all paying off now.
Yeah, no, definitely. Congratulations. I said that off camera, but really, really proud of you and how hard you've been fighting on that. With Coach Williamson, coming in, was there ever a talk where you guys had, I'm sure, you have those entrance interviews, so to speak, where he said, yeah, it's anybody's position. I mean, it's up for up for grabs for anybody. Was there anything that he told you that gave you a little extra motivation, or a good pump-up speech or anything like that helped you along the way?
Yeah, I would say us point guards fighting for a position, we're all very different. Right. And he just kept saying, keep it simple, stay you, don't try to go out of ordinary, and that's what I did. And every day in practice, that's what I do. And you earn your minutes in practice, like he says. So
definitely. It obviously helps when you have a player of, like, Vashi Wagarocha that can put in 30 and 17 like she did last night. Sarah's had really good games from the perimeter. Other players have stepped up. You yourself, don't take this as at all a bad thing, but your shooting game has improved. I hope that's correct.
Yes.
I mean, I don't remember you knocking out a lot of threes as a freshman, but you're stepping in, and obviously you feel more comfortable in the role, and it's not just, I'm just going to distribute and then just running from the top, and I'm actually going to get in the offense as well. So, again, that's what has, I guess, changed in that end. I mean, is it the confidence building every game, or did you always know we could be there, and now realizing I'm an upperclassman, I probably need to be part of the offense more?
It was definitely a confidence thing. I like to get down more, knowing the plays, knowing where people are being, and then I kind of put myself more into it. I'm not very selfish in that way. Right. And my coach was on me. All my coaches have always been on me. So I knew this year I had to step in and help my teammates also. When someone else isn't performing, we still always have something.
Definitely. All right, well, we're going to get into this fun stuff, but before we say that, Culver Stockton, Jenna and the ladies will be facing the Wildcats, 2 o'clock start in Penn Gymnasium. No TP, but plenty of other reasons to come out and enjoy a doubleheader. I think it's going to be a little cold, so you might as well come in and enjoy a doubleheader of basketball. So, again, she filled them out. She's ready for her 16. So, Jenna Santi, the first question, why did you choose William Penn?
I actually chose William Penn because of the education program that I'm not in anymore.
There you go.
Their education program is actually really good here, so any future statesmen, it's a good program. But also I wanted a small school. I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to get to know my professors, and this campus has really just stuck out to me out of the other ones I visited, and it's a great fit for me as a person, athletic-wise and school-wise. So.
Definitely. I assume Oak Creek, I guess I don't know where Oak Creek's at, but I'm assuming 5-6 hour drive?
Yeah, 5 hours. It's southern Milwaukee.
Yeah. So, obviously opportunities to have gone to a lot of different schools on the way to Oskaloosa.
Yes.
I mean, there's several other schools, and I'm sure we're jumping at you, but we very much appreciate that you chose to be a statesman. So, all right, you can answer this either at home or here, but what's your favorite restaurant?
Well, my favorite restaurant at home is called Coach's, and it's because it has the meatiest wings ever. So I love wings, I love all that stuff, but it's really hard to find good wings, and they're on the bone and everything, so that's my kind of go-to when I go home.
Very sure. All right, if you weren't playing basketball, and you're an athletic individual, so I'm sure you've played other sports, but if you weren't playing basketball, what other sport would you like to play?
Honestly, I would try to do, like, golf or something. Kind of more of a individual type thing. I love to be on a team, but I have played golf in the past. I'm not good at it, but I think it'd just be kind of fun to just focus on that and all of the different aspects they focus on compared to just running up and down the court. It's more of a mental, so.
Definitely. All right, I'm sure you've had this opportunity, especially maybe kids back home that you know, but what's some advice that you'd give a junior high school student wanting to compete at the next level?
The advice I would give is, if you're this passionate about a sport and you want to play, get your name out there. Try to visit as many schools as possible. Try to get to know yourself better. If you want a big school, small school, how many hours is away, because it's just the start of being an adult. So it's a big step.
Definitely be prepared to make the step. All right, where's one place you'd most like to visit?
It would be Alaska.
Okay.
I love grizzly bears. It's my favorite animal.
Oh, there you go.
I just think it'd be awesome to go up there, even do a little cruise. I'm a little freaked out about cruises, but I heard it's awesome.
The cruise, I've been on the cruise that they would take in Alaska. It's nothing.
Okay.
It's really, really, really awesome.
Okay.
But it's not, it shouldn't be anything for you to be scared of.
Well, good.
Very, very cool. So I highly recommend it. And you also know you can't pet grizzly bears. So I appreciate that you like them, and I'm sure they're like, oh yeah, you're giving us a good image, but
my friends think I'm crazy.
Like,
Yes.
It's like having a shark or a bat as your favorite animal.
Yeah, my friends think I'm crazy, so.
They're kind of fluffy, so.
They're very cute to me.
There you go. All right, what do you do in your spare time? I know you don't have a lot of it, but when you do, what are you doing?
I make time for my friends and my family, and I eat a lot of food, so.
Wings, obviously.
Yeah, wings. But I always think it's important to keep family and friends involved, because out of that, who are you going to talk to? But that is something I like to do. We'll go to the movies. I'm not a big shopper, but of course I'll go and do that stuff. But
and get some wings at the mall. All right. This question can be answered in a lot of ways as well. What's been your biggest challenge? Maybe in life, maybe in basketball, however you want to look at it.
My biggest challenge, actually, I would say, was my freshman year. I got homesick.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very close with my family. Like, I consider my parents, my sisters, my best friends, and it was really hard for me to make that transition 5 hours away.
Right.
When you're sitting here and they're at a family event. Well, I'm 5 hours away.
Yeah.
But I've grown out of that, of course. But that was probably my toughest moment.
So I'm guessing there was some Skyping and other things.
Oh, yeah, a lot of
FaceTiming
visits,
or
a lot of
whatever being
everything.
done
Yeah.
there. Yeah. All right, two-part question. How would you describe yourself, and how would your friends describe you?
I would describe myself as an overall happy person, and I think my friends would describe me that, and friendly. I always try to make sure everyone else is happy around me, everyone is enjoying themselves. Of course, people are sad and all that, but I try to make the best of
Pick
every
'em up,
situation.
right?
Yeah,
You're just a good host, huh?
I guess. I like to be known as
Sure,
that.
there you go. All right, what's the most played song or artist or genre, and again, however you want to answer that, that you're currently listening to?
I do listen to a lot of country and pop, but recently it's been more like rap music because of game days, and I just like the beat, but I'm more of a country girl in that way, and just what's on the radio.
Definitely. All right, three-part question. What's your favorite time of day, favorite day of the week, favorite month of the year, or time of the year? However you want to answer that.
My favorite time of the year is between October and December, just because there's Halloween, Thanksgiving, it's all about family, and more of that
outings,
stuff. Yeah. Time of day, I like the nighttime. I am more of a nighttime person. I think you could just, more things happen, all that.
It's where the excitement's at.
Right, especially in the morning. It's more, I like to do my stuff and get it done. Nighttime's like lazier.
Right. Yeah, chill out. And then day of the week.
Yeah, day of the week, I would probably say Friday, just because you ended a week, you can look back on it, but then you have a weekend. So it's kind of like the middle of that way.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, for sure. Get ready into a crazy weekend.
Uh-huh.
All right, if you could learn to do anything you can't currently do, what would that be?
I would like to maybe drive stick shift. I've been trying to. I can't drive stick shift.
You say you're a country girl. Wow.
I like to listen to country. I don't live in the country. But stick shift I've always wanted to learn. People keep telling me they're going to teach me. And I think it's a very important lesson to have in life.
I don't know if it's an important lesson to learn unless you're planning to drive a big rig later on. But but it's a good
something
it's a good
to
thing to know. You never know. You might get stuck in the middle of nowhere and the only vehicle is a stick shift.
Exactly.
So it could happen.
So
I've taught somebody to do it, so it's not that difficult.
Okay.
You can pick it up. And you know me, I'm not a very good teacher, so.
No, you're good. Don't worry.
Who's been the most influential person in your life? I'm guessing this is going to come on a family member somewhere. So.
Yeah, well, it's actually both my parents.
Right,
They've both taught me that to respect myself, respect others, like earn what you are given in life. It's don't take things for granted. My parents support me so much, and I'm very blessed with the family I've been given. I mean, they come to my games. My mom's a educator herself, so of course the school stuff, dad's with the sports stuff, so I have the best of both worlds.
Very cool. All right, do you have any pets? And this can be here or back home.
I actually don't. We were never allowed to have pets.
Oh, man.
There's 3 girls
Santi
in the
family.
Yeah, I know. There's 3 girls in the family, so they said, you guys need to take care of yourselves before we get other ones. So I said, okay, but I'm pretty sure all of us plan to have pets somewhere. But who knows? Because they might be right.
Right.
So
no future pets down the road.
Nothing so far, but maybe later.
Right. All right. Well, grizzly bear, if you can figure out how to tame it, obviously.
Maybe a dog that looks like a grizzly bear.
There you go. All right. What's one activity that absolutely terrifies you, and how much money would it take for you to actually do it?
Dirt biking, when those races, because I feel like so many people get injured.
Oh yeah.
And neck and they get paralyzed, and I don't think any money because I want my legs, I want my body, and so.
Okay. That's a totally different answer than I was expecting.
Really?
I mean, not from you, just that's different than other people have said, so I appreciate that, coming way off left field. Last but not least, if money were no object and you couldn't be a professional athlete, what would your dream job be?
So this doesn't sound crazy, but I'm from Wisconsin. I would always wanted to own a brewery that would be like a restaurant, have tours, kind of be in that industry. I just enjoy all that. I've always been grown up around Wisconsin. There's so many. We tour them, and I think that would just be such a fun to own that kind of business in that way to make others happy, because in Wisconsin, that's what made people happy.
There you
so.
go. I thought for sure you were going to say dairy farmer when you said Wisconsin.
Oh,
I was
no,
like,
no.
this is a girl
I
after my
enjoy dairy,
heart.
but
I grew up on a dairy farm, so I was like, that would have been a very good answer, nonetheless. Yeah. Well, Jenna, you survived the 16 questions.
I did.
Did a great job.
Thank you.
Once again, Jenna and ladies, Culver Stockton, 2 o'clock on Saturday. Be there to cheer them on. Otherwise, definitely catch everything on statesmanathletics.com. Best of luck, Jenna, as you progress on the season.
Thanks for having me.